A private militia? Check this one out. A New York County executive plans to deputize legal gun owners to help law enforcement officers during emergencies. They're being called Provisional Emergency Special Deputy Sheriffs, but critics of this are saying that this executive is hiring a private militia. Nassau County Executive Bruce Blakeman, that's Nassau County, New York, for those keeping score, said these deputies must be over 21 years old, must be U.S. citizens, they must be Nassau County residents, must undergo a full background check, must take a drug test, they must also have a valid firearm license. Nothing about a driving license, though, which would be interesting. Now, they would be paid, these special deputies, $150 a day for their service. That works out to $18.75 an hour for an 8-hour day. Now, this is interesting, and I want your opinion on it, but I'm going to thank the sponsor of the video, and that's Lear Capital. You've heard me talk about precious metals and telling you the experts are calling for record high gold. Gold has broken the $2,300 an ounce level. It's a record. Will it stop there? Nobody knows, but those same experts are calling for it to reach $3,200 an ounce or higher. And silver is on the rise as well. I bought my gold and silver from Lear Capital last year, and I'm up 21% on my purchase, and I'm planning on buying more. It's pretty clear the dollar's losing value. Remember, the more that the government prints, then the less our dollars are worth. And since 2020, every buck in our wallet has lost 24% of its purchasing power. It's probably not going to stop there. That's why I bought gold and silver. It holds value and can actually increase in value. Buy some gold and silver, store it in your gun safe. It's not too late. Call my friends at Lear Capital, 1-800-260-5075, or head over to leargg.com. Get their free information. Ask them if they still have that $3,200 an ounce gold report I've been telling you about, and ask them any questions you have as far as buying gold or silver. Give them a call today, 1-800-260-5075. Again, 1-800-260-5075, or head over to leargg.com. Let's talk about this private militia some more. Here are some more details about these Provisional Emergency Special Deputy Sheriffs. That's going to be a long patch. Bakeman, the executive who is doing this, said, quote, "They will be trained on the law and use of force. And if I were to use them, it wouldn't be for normal police functions. It would be for protecting infrastructure like hospitals, power plants, mosques, synagogues, and things of that nature so that we could free up our police officers to do other work." Didn't mention churches. But that's what he wants these people for. And we're going to talk about this because this has had some bad things in the past in other areas pop up. Now, since this job posting was posted on the Nassau County website back in March, over 100 applications were submitted, and at least 7 that I could find have completed their training and been hired to become deputies. And they attended night training sessions at the Nassau Police Department's training facility. Now, they are mostly former police officers and military members. And if they've already been hired, and the posting was in March, that's not a very long period of time. Your average police academy for people looking to be a cop and do the job is about 6 months long. These people were trained in under 2 months. I don't know when they started, but it's way under 2 months. Now, concerns about many facets of this initiative are being raised, from what vehicles will they be driving? Are they going to be government vehicles if they're not government employees? What about their sidearms and ammunition? Will they be the same that the local forces have, the local Nassau cops have, or the sheriff's deputies? But one of the loudest critiques comes from Nassau County resident Sabine Margolis, who stated that she had started a change.org petition with over 2,500 signatures calling on Blakeman to, quote, "immediately cease and desist creation of the unnecessary and dangerous militia." Well, sweet cheeks, You are part of the militia. The American populace is part of the militia, as long as you're part of the people. So if you don't think you're unnecessary and dangerous, then your other brother and sister Americans aren't either. Now, in a statement, she said this, quote, "This proposed militia is unnecessary and dangerous. Deputizing gun-owning private citizens for undefined situations Blakeman deems as emergencies could result in vigilantism, friendly fire police deaths from untrained, coordinated squads, and pits neighbor against neighbor." I'll say that obviously we can tell what side of things she's on, but I'm going to tell you she has some valid points there. Like I said earlier, it takes about 6 months for your average cop to train in the academy. And then when they get out of the academy, they also go through additional training on the job. It's called a field training period. And depending on the department, that could be several weeks to a couple months. So the average person on the street gets about 8 to 10 months of training before they're allowed to go it on their own. These cats, couple weeks, that's it. And it's night classes, so it's not a full time. Now, I'll say that if this executive Blakeman thinks that they need more cops to stop the violent crime, to keep the Democrat policies from creeping in, then do that. Hire more people who want to do good and make sure they're constitutional, because some of them aren't. Now, other towns, other cities, other states, I know states don't do it, but cities and towns and counties have done this all along throughout forever that I remember. Not all of them, but some of them will hire part-time police forces. And some states have made that not a thing anymore, forcing everybody to have the same training, full-time training. It's called POST, Police Officers Standardized Training. But some places have auxiliary forces, which are unpaid. Basically, they do security. They patrol schools and parks and report the findings. And some places they have arrest powers, some places they don't. And I'm not going to list a lot of the issues, but you can easily find where specially hired deputies or specially hired cops turned out to be a problem because they didn't have the proper training. So what do you, the American gun owners, think? Just for this, I know that we're all the militia guys and gals. I understand that. And if like the poo really is flung to the fan, then the American gun owners have something to do. Should departments deputize what they call law-abiding gun owners to supplement their police department? I honestly want your opinion on this. I say no, but it's not because I don't think it's not because I think there's a difference in like I'm special and you're not or something like that. Just because of the training issue. There was a huge push during the George Floyd riots and the stuff that resulted from that to change police training nationwide, because some areas of the country needed to update their training, I guess, is what the powers that be said. So if police training was so important, this would take a step back. That's my thought process. Let me know what you think down below. This one is interesting. A private militia being hired in Nassau County. But is it a private militia? I mean, we're all part of the militia. And if it's being hired by the county, it's public because they're a public entity. I don't know. Let me know what you think down below. There's so many angles this conversation can go, and I'm eagerly anticipating reading these while I'm at a school event for my daughter. So help me by leaving a comment down below. Like the video, share it, subscribe to the channel if you want to stay in the know and up to date on all of the things we talk about here every day. God bless you. Have a great one. Take care. A private militia. You might want to pay attention to this one. A New York County executive plans to deputize legal gun owners, and I didn't turn on my teleprompter remote, so I can't get to the next line without hitting this button.